Yo, 2019 Colorado 3.6 liter. You run the car and the cooling fan's going off. You shut it off, the cooling fan still runs for no reason at all, and the temperature gauge doesn't work. I'm gonna have to replace a coolant temperature sensor on this, possibly a thermostat if I can't get it out, or an upper intake. I don't think I'm gonna have to do that though, we'll see. But I'm gonna wanna drain like, I don't know, half a gallon of coolant out of this just to drain out the upper radiator hose in the thermostat area, because that's on the top of the engine. So I got 4 15 millimeters on this cover under the truck. Once you get that off, you'll see a petcock on here. And you just want to turn this and give it a wiggle and pull back on it at the same time until you get a bunch of fluid dribbling out of here. Might want to make sure the engine's cold. Give the upper radiator hose a squeeze. Make sure there's no pressure in it. And if there isn't, you can unscrew this cap. That'll help it drain out a little better. That reservoir will empty out, and this hose shouldn't have any coolant in it by the time you're done draining it enough. I think I drained enough out of here so I can close this up. Put that cover back on. Now I have to get this top cover off. There's a couple 8 millimeters or regular screwdriver for these clamps. Then I have two 10 millimeters. One's way down in this hole down here. I can stick my hand under there and grab the thing and try not to cut my hand up on this sharp plastic. I got another one back here too. Oil fill cap's got to come off. Pop that stuff off. There's another 8 millimeter or regular screwdriver on this throttle body here. There's another 10 millimeter here. There's a breather hose here. I push it in this way, I think. Pop that off. That's it. All right. That's what I'm after right there. It's in a bad spot. There's a little red child-proof connector on this thing. I'm going to try to get a hook tool in here. I got to pull up on that red tab, get under it like that and pull it up. I think I got it. I'll show you how to get one of these clips off with one that I can actually see. Stupid child-proof connector. You pull it all the way back like that. And then you should be able to push in on this tab right here and give it a wiggle. And it's supposed to come off like that. So after I pull that red child-proof connector off, I got a forceps that I could clamp down on it. It's got a little bend on it. I think I got this forceps at Harbor Freight. And I can pinch that tab and give it a wiggle and pop it off. Looks like about a 10-inch forceps. I tried a few different ways to get a socket in here to try to get this thing out, and right now I got a snap-on 15 millimeter midwell and a swivel. I could hammer it on there, but it's too tight. I don't want to wedge it or force it because this sensor's brass. I'll take the chance of snapping the top of it off and then I'll really be screwed. So I'm going to end up taking this thermostat housing off. Got a couple 13 millimeters on this bracket here. Plastic clippy thing I can pull off. I put a drain pan under the truck for just in case stuff. 10 millimeters here. Looks like those stay in the housing. Oh, no leaky. Nice. I have 2 bolts for this thermostat. They're 10 millimeters. I got a 10 millimeter swivel socket here I'm using with an extension. Might be able to get away with using just a regular socket and a swivel. I have it, so I'm going to use it. This one's pretty tight here, so yeah. Swivel socket is pretty ideal for this. Got them. Now I can just... I don't know, they don't give you a whole lot of room, but that thing's supposed to come out somehow. There it goes. Goofy thing. I'm pretty sure I can just get in here with a 15 millimeter wrench. Now that I broke that loose with a wrench, Got myself a short little 15mm swivel ratchet. I'm sure any swivel ratchet will do. That's making my life easy. There's sealant on this sensor, so it doesn't like to just unscrew real easy. Kind of hard to get your hand in there and get a good grip on it. See all that sealant? There's a whole lot of dirt in that hole. I suppose I could have blew that off before I took that sensor out. I got a vacuum cleaner thingy. I went to AutoZone. They listed a AC Delco sensor, and they gave me a genuine sensor. So that was nice. Feels like I got it started. I have to tighten this by hand, but it only needs to be about 80 inch-pounds. Looks like this connector's in a better spot. Make sure it's clicked in. Push down my child-proof connector so the next guy can have fun with it. Now I'm going to try to clean up this gasket surface. I could hit it with a razor blade, but it's all pretty clean. There's a little bit of sand back there I want to get rid of. Just run my finger around and make sure it's smooth. Normally I'm in the camp of if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I could just slap the old thermostat back in, but I bought one from the dealer. It was actually cheaper getting it from the dealer than getting it at a regular parts store. I'm going to try to cram this back in here somehow. Try to start these bolts. I want to start them by hand. Make sure I don't cross thread them. You don't want to force these in because you got to make sure the threads line up real good. Just go a little at a time until that gasket crushes. These I can get a torque wrench on. I want to final torque these to 89 inch-pounds. That's like 7.4 foot-pounds or something. I could have got this gasket from the dealer. It was like 20 bucks. I'm like, no, I'll reuse it. You're supposed to replace it, but you can see it's nice and raised. It's not all flattened out, and it's still nice and smushy and mushy and feeling like rubber, so I'm going to cheap it out and reuse it. Final torque these to 89 inch-pounds too. I can put this plate back on. Take a wild guess and say 12 foot-pounds on these. So that'd be 144 inch-pounds. Plug in my Doojamahiki here. Then I can put the top cover on. Suppose I'll plug the throttle body in first. Make sure that lines up. Then I'll plug this plastic line in next. I wouldn't tighten these bolts any more than 80 inch-pounds. As soon as they start twisting sideways, like, that means you get them a little too tight. Now, since this lost almost zero coolant, you got a fill level here with arrows on it. But if you're smart like me, you'll just measure out how much you took out and put the same amount in, and you should be good. I turned the key on and the fan's still running. And I got a P0128 for a pending code. Stored codes, they said there's nothing in here. So I'm going to clear this code. And what do you know, the fan turned off. Letting it warm up, burping the system. Temperature gauge is working. And this is a Dex Cool truck, so I'm putting Dex Cool back in it. And I don't know what's going on here. I actually measured it out, and I put about the same amount of coolant back in it. It says it's over full. It probably just hasn't burped yet, though. This coolant hose feels like there's nothing in it yet. Thermostat probably needs to open up, and system needs to burp and cycle, and that level will go down, and I probably got to add a little more. I'm going to call this a job. Okay, bye.